Okay, 6.4, acid deposition. This can impact living systems as well as the built environment. The pollution management of acid deposition often involves cross-border issues. Here we're seeing the pollution crossing state boundaries, but it also can cross international boundaries as well. And so you have to deal with laws that cross those different jurisdictions. The combustion of fossil fuels produces sulfur dioxide as well as NOx as primary pollutants, and then those interact with water in the atmosphere to create acids and secondary pollutants. So you can see the specific acids that are formed here: sulfurous acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. You don't have to remember the specific chemical formulas or anything, but you should be able to explain why they're secondary. The possible effects of acid deposition on soil, water, and living organisms include direct effects like yellowing of tree leaves as they lose their chlorophyll. You could have impacts on like the root microbes. So there's a lot of mycorrhizae or like funguses that live on plant roots. And those funguses are super important for taking nitrogen from the atmosphere and turning it into useful nitrogen that plants can use. So having that impact them could have even more detrimental effects on plants. And then you can have indirect effects. So it could affect the pH of water that organisms might be living in. This can also adjust or affect the solubility, how much like toxic metal into soils and streams. And then you have lichen, which are really sensitive to sulfur dioxide, so they can be used to indicate the quality of the environment. And then some other effects, you can have impacts on soluble metals in the soil. And then remember the periodic table, go find it. And then there's nitrogen fixing bacteria, like we saw over here. Those root microbes are nitrogen fixing organisms, aren't going to function as well. So removing that nitrogen really can degrade ecosystems pretty dramatically. You actually can see lots of trees that just like straight up lose their leaves or lose their needles because of, oh, here you go, because of acid deposition. Perfect timing. A lot of times this is affected by major wind patterns from areas of industrial regions. And because, the acid has to undergo the chemical reaction, a lot of times this happens far away from the actual source of pollution, which makes it kind of difficult to deal with. We can look at these at different levels. We could, look at tier 3 and try to clean up and restore ecosystems by adding lime to acidified lakes and streams. The lime is just sort of like just a calcium carbonate, is literally a limestone. So when your stomach is acidified because you had too many slices of pizza and you take some Tums, if you look at the ingredients of Tums, you might realize it's actually calcium carbonate. You're trying to lower the pH of your stomach. So we're like literally doing the same thing in the wild. I thought I skipped a slide. Okay, yeah, there's some. Okay, good. Pollution management strategies include the first tier, right? Altering human activity. Hey, let's stop producing sulfur dioxides. Let's stop producing NOx. What a crazy idea. We can regulate and monitor the release. So this is where clean coal comes in as a viable solution for dealing with acid rain, but not for dealing with climate change. But clean coal or scrubbers really help to remove sulfur dioxide, which is one of the primary components of sulfuric acid and sulfurous acid. So taking that out of the equation should reduce the amount of acid rain. Some skills and applications include evaluating pollution management strategies. There's some great examples from the book that are posted on the 6.4 website, so you should check that out. And international mindedness sort of referenced throughout. Check out mrkramerscience.com for other great